Yes, we're live, I think, Gars.
Right, hello, we are the Oil Medics. We are here to talk to you today. My name's Sabrina Smart and I'm a paramedic.
Hi, my name is Jerry and my background is physiotherapy. I'm now a nutritional therapist.
And my name is Wendy. I'm originally an intensive care unit nurse for many years, a mum of 3, and I am a doTERRA wellness advocate as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Helen. I'm an emergency medicine doctor and I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate as well. And what we've all joined together today to talk to you about is actually skincare and what we use on our skin. So I was troubled with my skin for quite a few years, and about 4 years ago I started despairing of some of the other skincare products that were around and started making my own. And that's how I really got into essential oils, because of the huge benefits that these oils bring and using very natural products. And so I still make quite a lot of my own skincare, but I use a lot of different oils in them, particularly frankincense, copaiba, lavender, geranium and rose. But I also have swapped onto some of the doTERRA products because my ethos is on natural skincare, and that's something very much that doTERRA is also passionate about. And one of the first products I swapped onto was actually Salubel. So I was using a serum on my face. It was one of the first things I made myself, because I had all this hyperpigmentation on my face from being out in the sun and from acne scarring. And so all my cheeks was actually hyperpigmentation. And it was actually quite bad. I wasn't overly bothered about it, but if I wanted to get rid of it, the only alternative was really, quite harsh dermabrasion. And so I was using a serum that I'd made myself, and I was getting some results with it using frankincense, lavender and myrrh. And then I tried Salubel. Now, Salubel's a blend. Its aim is to help reduce blemishes and promote healthy skin. And it's a blend of frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum and rose. And for the first 2 weeks of using it, to be honest, I thought it was a bit crap. My skin seemed to be looking worse, and I just wasn't happy. And then I literally looked in the mirror, that mirror that you've got in your house, that's the one that highlights every blooming flaw you've got in your face. And I realized that actually my hyperpigmentation was lessening and my fine lines was actually reducing. And so I realized that what was actually happening was my skin was detoxing and exfoliating, and I have not been able to believe the benefits. I actually have no hyperpigmentation now. Now, I'd had these areas on my cheek, like I said, for years, and it's gone, and it's made a massive difference. And I'm wearing a mask at work, obviously, for 10 to 12 hours a day, and I haven't been troubled with any of the mask acne. And I ran out of Salubel at the end of November, and beginning of December I started getting spots on my face, so I was like, I'm getting that ordered. So I was using that, and then I started using Yarrow Pom, which I actually got for one of my dogs, because it's very good for healing past trauma. But this is a beautiful blend of yarrow and pomegranate seed oil, and you can actually take 1 to 2 drops internally, and it's chock full of antioxidants. So antioxidants are the things that kind of scoop up free radicals and help fight inflammation. And so this blend's really good for promoting cellular health. And what it does to your skin is absolutely amazing. It actually inhibits the enzyme that breaks down elasticity and collagen in our skin. So not only does it reduce that enzyme's action, it also actually promotes collagen production as well. And I literally would never have believed that something that you put on could actually make your skin feel plumped the next day. It is absolutely just the most amazing product. So what I use now is I actually use them on alternate nights before I go to bed. So, Salubel one night and Yarrow Pom the next night. And it literally takes seconds to put on. And the other thing I just thought I'd mention as well is I've actually run out of my moisturizer today. So I actually use Neroli. When I've run out, I use Neroli a lot, but I actually use Neroli because it's a lovely blend with fractionated coconut oil, and I popped this all on my skin before I went out for a dog walk in really, really cold weather, and my skin hasn't felt all dry and horrible that it would be normally when I'm out in the cold weather. So that's all the stuff I put on my skin. And I always have my lifelong vitality supplements, which I take twice a day to promote my skin from the inside out. Because, you know, despite having an absolutely fantastic diet, I realized when I did my nutrition diploma how deplete soil is with nutrients, and that we really all benefit from supplements. And so I use the lifelong vitality supplement daily to make sure that, you know, my skin is fed from the inside and the outside.
That's great, thanks Helen. So my story behind looking for natural sort of skincare is pretty much the same as what Helen has said, in terms of like I was looking for more natural products that I wanted to put on my skin, because if you look at all the ingredients and most of the stuff that you can buy, and even the really, really expensive stuff, it's just lots and lots and lots of ingredients. Really, you want to be aiming for something it's only really got about 3 or 4 things in it. So that's kind of a giveaway when you've got a massive, huge list of ingredients. And obviously as well, you know, it's not a regulated market, the beauty industry. So it you know, isn't robustly tested. So they can put whatever they want really into it. So I started to make my own like moisturizers blends. So sometimes I would use jojoba oil or even coconut oil as a base, or macadamia oil is quite nice. It's not quite as drying sometimes as the coconut oil. And then I would be adding in frankincense. Now, frankincense is known as the king of oils, so it has tremendous benefits throughout the whole body. It really helps at a cellular level, so it's a real must for any kind of beauty routine. It's really, really great for getting rid of minimizing wrinkles, blemishes, and it really slows down the aging process, and really, really good for any kind of dry skin. And the reason why is because it, like I say, it's working at a cellular level. So really good at combating like inflammation, really good if you've got acne, things like that. So you can just add a few drops into your whatever choice of moisturizer. So it's really easy to do. And then also one that I use a lot is geranium. So this is really nice as well. Lots of benefits for more of the appearance of healthy looking complexion. So it kind of, if you're looking for that nice sort of glow, and it's really, really good to slow down again the effects of aging. And it's dead simple, just again, just put a few drops into your moisturizer. And it's actually known as the poor man's rose, because it's got very similar properties to rose essential oils, but just not the price tag. So they're kind of the two that I go to quite a bit. And then I will roll on the Sally Bell that Helen's already spoken about, because that's got great benefits too. Because I was actually getting a lot of liver spots or dark spots, whatever you want to call them. They kind of got a bit prominent, and I would just roll them over the areas directly that I wanted to put them on, and I've seen huge benefits doing that. And then, as Helen mentioned, the wonderful Long Life Vitality. This is a great 3 supplement pack full of all your nutrients that you're going to need, and also great for energy, but yeah, feeding from the inside out. So super important for the skin.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to pop in next, and excuse the background noise. I still have lots of children home and it's a busy time of the evening, so I apologize in advance. But it's funny how skincare and what I'm going to talk about is actually the reason why I was drawn to doTERRA in the first place. So as I said, I'm a nurse for many, many years, and I have 3 children, but my middle child has had a lot of skin challenges since she was a very young baby. And I see your cat has joined us, Helen. And that's okay, the beauty of life. So again, she had skin challenges since she was a little baby, and they just, you know, we seeked an awful lot of medical help. I brought her to see a lot of professionals. She had it was complicated by a lot of food intolerances, food allergies, environmental allergies, animals, horses. Again, we have horses, we have dogs in our house. I live in Ireland, as you can tell by my accent. So again, we had to get rid of all the carpets of our house, all that kind of thing. But it still wasn't enough. She still, you know, needed so much medical care and attention. And I guess I was just willing to try anything. And I didn't know very much about doTERRA essential oils, but I had been everywhere, done anything. So I thought I would go down this road. I had heard about how amazing they are. And I just thought I have to try this, because she got very sick with it. She was always getting infections. Her immune system was very, very poor because she needed constant antibiotic creams, antibiotic medicines, steroids. And again, while they all worked amazing when she needed them, I just really wanted wanted something for more long term. I didn't want her depending on that, and knowing that the benefits, you know, in the long term, or the risks outweigh the benefits. So I started using doTERRA, and I'll be very honest, skin, when you're looking at it, when you're looking at looking after skin from a problematic point of view, from somebody, you know, that has skin conditions, I learned kind of over time that really looking after from the inside out, if you want to, you know, get to the root of the problems, is so important. I started off with just the oils from the outside in, and when they started to help, but I still wasn't. I could see that the improvements were coming, even though they were quite slow. I started doing my own more research and everything, and I started looking after the skin from the inside out, which is extremely important. Really, it's as important, if not more important, from the outside in. So again, the girls mentioned the lifelong vitality supplements. My little girl was young at the time, so I started on the children's supplements, which are extremely important for skin health, cell health. And again, she has now she actually takes the lifelong vitality as well. Our whole family take it for different reasons, but skin is our biggest organ. It's an extremely important reason, if you just, you know, for that reason alone. So I don't have them here with me. They're out in my kitchen. They live on my countertop in case we miss them any day. So that's why they're not here. But so lifelong vitality would be, to me, one of the most important things that we use in our house for skin health, and that is basing it on my daughter's skin health, I suppose, because it's problematic. And then the next thing that for skin health, there's two products that we would use very regularly. One is Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme. Now, again, while this is amazing for any digestive issues, and this is probably a lot of the main reasons people would use it, when I added this into Ellie's regime, I found it really beneficial. Again, she has a lot of allergies, she has a lot of food intolerances, and she has a lot of trouble breaking down food. And that in turn then used to cause a problem with her skin breaking out. And we were in this little vicious cycle, and back to square one again, needing antibiotics, creams from the outside. And it was like this cycle we continued to be on all the time. So Terrazyme really helped her break down that food, really helps digest that food. And again, we don't have to be so strict on her diet. She's not allergic to any foods as such, but it's just those intolerances. So when they build up in her system, and her skin reacts. So again, it takes a couple of days, a week or so to see the reactions, and it takes weeks to help it calm down again. Again, it's from the inside out. So those Terrazymes are really important for that reason. And again, for any digestive issues, they're really important. They just help your body get rid of what it's not able to get rid of. So again, it's a tool and a support. And then the other thing that's really important, these are doTERRA's probiotics. So these are the children's ones. So these are PB Assist Junior, and they're a strawberry melon flavor. And these come in adults as well. I have both in my house, so they're absolutely fabulous. They're just little granules, and they're like enteric coated. So that means they're protected. So when you take probiotics normally, sometimes even a good probiotic, it's damaged by the acid of the stomach and even on the small intestine. So these are somewhat protected because they're enteric coated. So again, they get to reach the small intestine right down to the large intestine, and it has a lot to cover and to get there. So again, anyone with kind of long-term issues like that, things like candida live in the gut quite a long time, and you need to support it, to put in, we need our good bacteria as well as our bad bacteria. So the probiotics are very important for skin health because it lays down your foundation. And again, in our case, anyone who's on kind of needing antibiotics, and my daughter was regularly requiring antibiotics, again, it's always recommended that you do, your antibiotics are amazing. They kill all the bad bacteria, but then it also kills that good gut flora, that good bacteria you need. So you need to, I refer to it as like sowing your grass seed, sowing your lawn seed. You need to, it's all been, killed off. You need to resow it and fertilize your body again with good bacteria. So I would give her these quite regularly. I don't give them continuously. So now that we have everything under control, I kind of do 10 days out of every month with her. But if she's in the middle of, if I see a flare up happening or anything like that, I go straight and start adding in her probiotics again. And I do give them then to my other children as well for their immune support on a regular basis. So maybe every second month or so, I will give them some probiotics as well. And the adults ones then are a double capsule. I don't have them here as well, but they're a double capsule. So if you're an adult with skin issues and you're thinking about probiotics, they come in it's like a time release capsule. So again, it releases some of it's pre and probiotics in this system, but it releases them both in the top and in the bottom. So again, you're getting really good results for any kind of long term issues that are going on there. And again, the LLV, as I said. So then that's what I use. I'm speaking more so referring to my daughter all the time, because for me, skin health, that is my big experience with her. So another little thing that we find really really useful is this little tube of cream called Correct X. So this is like a little multi-purpose natural ointment, and it soothes skin, and it kind of enhances healing of any skin that has been damaged. Now, it is a small little tube, but it's absolutely amazing. You use very tiny amounts of it. It comes in like a little ointment. It's amazing for anyone's first aid box. So we have this on hand. So again, I use it for all my kids, for if they fall, if they have cuts, if they have grazes, if they have little scabs on their knees, if they get bug bites, if it's itchy. My husband works abroad. It's amazing for mosquitoes. He does not go to work without this. All those kind of skin little irritations. But sometimes as well, if Ellie's skin, if it's breaking out in perhaps a small area, now hers sometimes breaks out in big areas, but if it's a small little area, or like her hands little areas, I can sometimes just the Correct X alone is enough just to pop on it a couple of times, and it soothes it away and helps heal it. So the oils that are in this are frankincense, who Jerry has spoken about already, which is brilliant for cell renewal and healing. Helichrysum. Helichrysum is quite an expensive oil actually, and it's really amazing for skin health. It has antibacterial properties, antiviral properties, but it also has really good anti-aging properties. So again, that's why helichrysum was chosen to put in there. Cedarwood, again, amazing. It's amazing for your skin. Cedarwood is a really good oil to help soothe your skin. And Melaleuca, again, you have that cleansing properties of the Melaleuca. And then lavender. Lavender is calming, soothing, healing. So to calm any that redness down, that that hotness, if you have any kind of thing going on in your skin, lavender is amazing for that. So again, it's petroleum free, it's preservatives free. So again, you can put it on very young children and everything like that. And again, there's also that oil jojoba in it, and that's like quite similar to the oils that's found in your skin. So it's very hydrating as well. So it comes out as that little greasy kind of thing on the skin. So that's amazing. I think every first aid kit, even the paramedics, Sabrina, in your ambulance should have this. It's so good. It's really, really good. And that's another one that is very regularly used in our house. And then this amazing one, you heard Helen mention Yarrow Palm essential oil earlier. Now this is a Yarrow Palm serum. This was only introduced to us last summertime, and it's a body renewal serum. Now this is amazing. A lot of people use this. It's literally like velvet on your skin, and it comes in a bigger bottle. It comes in, this is a 100 ml bottle. So again, it's more for your body as opposed to your Yarrow Palm. It's just for smaller areas to concentrate on. I should use this myself. I don't because I look after my daughter's skin health much more than mine because it's problematic. But I do say after Ellie has had her baths and everything, I don't apply this every day, but this is maybe once, twice a week, just to really, it's absolutely beautiful on her skin. It probably would be too oily to apply all the time, but after a bath, after a shower, it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the hint of blue on it there, but it feels so lovely. So if you want all those benefits of that gorgeous Yarrow Palm on your body, and you really want to treat yourself, that Yarrow Palm serum is fabulous. So that's what we would use. It smells gorgeous as well. And I'm trying to think. And then in general, the essential oils and makeup, again, we had a lot of problems with carrier oils with Ellie. The fractionated coconut oil that doTERRA do is brilliant, but for somebody who has extremely dry skin, the carrier oil was chosen for that reason, because it dries in really quickly. So when you're mixing it with your essential oils, it dries in and it carries them really well to where you want to put them in. But for somebody who has problematic skin and her skin is so dry all the time, I apply my oils in the fractionated coconut oil, but then I need something to moisturize her with. And any creams I ever bought or tried used to sting her skin. Again, it was whatever additives were in them. So what we make now is I just go to the health food shop and I use get some coconut oil, just the hard one that you can use for cooking, and then I melt it down in the microwave and I add in the essential oils, and that's what we put in her body moisturizer, because I can't put anything else on her. She just cries and she says, "Mom, it's stinging me." So oils like that, the girls have mentioned them earlier, things like lavender, frankincense, geranium, copaiba, Yarrow Palm. They would probably be my 5. There are other oils, but they would be, I think, my 5 go-to that I put in her little serum every when we're making it. And I put that on her head to toe. She uses that every day, twice a day. And I have to say 2020 was the first year since I kind of started doTERRA, using doTERRA 3 to 4 years ago, and that we actually didn't have to go to a GP, we didn't have to get a prescription. And so we're very proud of that and how far we have come with Ellie's skin health. So that's from my children's point of view. And from my point of view, I'm very easy. I don't put much time into it. I should do all the things you're meant to do with my skin, and I don't. I have a fabulous beauty therapist that works with us, and she's always given me fabulous advice. When I started using the doTERRA barrage system, and I know Sabrina's going to talk a little bit more about that. And for me, it's just fabulous. If someone wants an easy 4-step and doesn't have time to do anything else, the doTERRA barrage system is just amazing. So I'll let you explain that, Sabrina.
Thank you, Wendy. I can also say that I've made your coconut one that you use for your daughter, and I used it on Elliot, who was really suffering with really dry legs, start of eczema, and it cleared it up probably within 3 days.
Oh, brilliant.
Any further. So I can honestly say that that was a wonderful recipe. And
Oh,
I've been using that this week. I've had a really itchy back. I don't know why. It's just one of those weather change or whatever. But so I've been lathering myself with that this week as well. So that's been great. So I'm going to talk to you about 2 different skincare systems that we use in our house. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is what my son uses. So he's 11. He's going through puberty, as such a fun stage, and his face gets quite a lot of spots, particularly his forehead over that T-zone, and he's a bit of a picker and a scratcher, so it's quite red and sore. So I've started Harrison on the HD Clear set. Now the HD Clear you can normally buy as a trio. It's been out of stock because of the moisturising cream for a little while, but you can still buy the other 2 items separately. So first of all, we have a face wash. So this is a foaming face wash. It looks quite small, but it actually lasts a very, very long time. And that's the bonus with the foams, is because you only need 1 little pump and then it's good to go. So these actually last a very long time. And a little hint, keep your empty bottles, because these you can make foaming hand washes or alcohol gels and things to put in your bag, and they're fantastic pump. So do keep those, don't put them in the bin. So HD Clear has inside, just going to try and pull out some of the oils for you. It has, this is probably the wrong one to have picked up because it's got Howood, eucalyptus, geranium, orange, litsy, tea tree. I think they're the main ones in this one. So these are amazing for the body and cleansing off all of those spots. So it's really good for younger skin, or if you've got acne prone skin. Also in this comes, like I say, the moisturising cream, which I'm not going to touch on massively because you can't get it at the moment. Fingers crossed it will come back. But again, it has the same sort of oils in the moisturising cream, and it just helps. So we use the, first of all, we use the face wash. Then we use something called this, and it's called a topical blend. Now this is HD Clear that's in a wonderful little roller, and it's ready for you. You can roll straight onto those spot areas. In this one, it's probably easier to see. So it is litsy, tea tree, Howood, black cumin, and geranium. This is amazing for getting rid of those blemishes, and it works on any age. Like I say, we've been talking about that spot round from masks. I can put this on and it's wonderful, and it just helps clear that up. So we put the foaming face wash, then we put the spot stick, and then follow it with your moisturizer to seal. So that's what we do for Harrison, particularly, like I say, that young teenage skin. Highly, highly recommend it for them. Something else I do for Harrison is what Wendy was talking about, is probiotics. So we also do probiotics for Harrison. He actually takes the adult version. My younger son, who's 9, prefers the sticks, but my 11-year-old is autistic as well and doesn't particularly like tastes. So capsules work brilliantly for him. And these capsules can be taken from their age group. If they can swallow, they can take the adult version. As Wendy was saying, we work from the inside out. It's important to know that 80% of our skincare actually happens inside our gut. It's really important to know that, because if you keep trying different products on your face and nothing's happening, then it's actually probably because you need to boost your immune system and start within. So that's what I do for him. And he also has Lifelong Vitality. This is my spare set from in here, because I always have an extra set because I don't like running out of Lifelong Vitality. So I take 2 tablets of each per day. I take a half dose, and Harrison takes a quarter dose. So he has 1 tablet of each per day. You can go all the way up to a full dose, which is 4 tablets of each per day. I've found that half a dose works perfectly well for me, and it works. I'm quite happy with that, and Harrison's fine with 1. So these actually last quite a while, being the fact that we don't have the full dose as well. So that's what we do for all of us. I also myself take Tarazyme, And that's something that I do for me, and that really helps my skin, but also my gut. And I say Wendy's touched on Tyrosine, it's just something that I also take. And then I'm a little bit the same. I've never been very good at this cleanse, tone and moisturize, particularly tone, because washing your face is cleansing. Okay, so that side of it is actually most of us do without even thinking about it. Don't overcomplicate what cleansing means. Cleansing just means washing. So this cleanse is the Virage set, and each of these, there's 4 pieces in the Virage, and each of them have slightly different oils in. So this is why the whole set works really well together, because you're actually getting a lovely variety of oils for a much cheaper price. So the cleanser is wild orange, melaleuca, which is tea tree, and basil. Okay, so again, Jerry touched on the thing about ingredients. Obviously, these don't have millions of ingredients in. They are very natural. They're not tested on any animals. We're very, very happy to say that doTERRA are an absolutely fantastic company like that. So if you're after skincare, then most of our skincare is vegan. If you're unsure, then you can just check online. There's a couple of products that aren't vegan, but very majority of are vegan. So that's your cleanser. So wash twice a day. It's cleansing our face. Now we have our toner. Now, again, like I say, was one of these people that I didn't really know what toner did. I just kind of, I've always been one of those get up and go people. Didn't really know what a toner did. But since I've been using this toner, it really does help tighten and keep your skin nice and wrinkle free. Is quite a simple thing to say about toner. And this toner has ylang ylang, coriander, Parma Rosa and Cyprus in, or Cyprus, I can never say that right, which is actually the product of the month, so I should be able to say. But this is absolutely fantastic. And you literally, it's so simple. You just pull the top off, spray a bit on your face, wipe it in, and it's done. I didn't realize how quick and easy it was to actually do a face care system. And then next is the serum. So again, you could use Sally Bell, which is what some of the other girls have been using. I have got some Sally Bell, which I probably will use when I run out of this one. But I absolutely love this serum. So this serum is frankincense. So again, king of oils, lavender, which is everything skin soothing, helichrysum, which is what Wendy's touched on already, but helichrysum is actually also really good for any bleeding. So if we're talking about the reddening underneath our skin, if we've got, blood cells that are quite close to the skin, then actually helichrysum is one of the items that you want to help soothe those blood cells that are coming up, especially if you do suffer with that redness. Then Hawaiian sandalwood, myrrh and rose. So the oils in this are some of doTERRA's most precious and expensive oils. And you are getting this in a set for such a good price. If you were to go and buy every single one of those oils and make your own serum, it would cost hundreds of pounds to be able to do so. And this one's lovely. I went through my first one very, very fast, and I was doing 2 squirts. I've learned 1 squirt is a plenty. It covers your whole face quite nicely. And otherwise I ran out of this before I ran out of everything else. So 1 squirt is all you need. And I do that twice a day. So cleanse, tone, oil, and then finally we cover it with the moisturizer. And the moisturizer has, sorry, the light's shining on my bottle, it has geranium, juniper berry, jasmine and sea buckthorn berry, I think it says on that. Yeah, sea buckthorn berry. Sorry, light in here is bad. So this one's really good as well. So you've put everything else on. This kind of seals your skin quite nicely and helps all of those moisture stay back into your skin. My skin always feels very, very natural, very, very gentle. I don't generally use a great deal of makeup, so it's nice to have a face care system which leaves your skin feeling good afterwards. So they're kind of the main things that I use. Again, I use Correct-X, the same as Jerry. Absolutely love that. I keep getting a small cut inside my nose, or right on the outside of my nose, and I find that a little bit Correct-X just underneath works quite nicely. So I think that's everything for our personal ones. We just want to say to you, 1, thank you for listening. And 2, if you're interested in any more skincare, we all can do a skincare class for you. That can be done on a group setting. It can be done on a one-to-one if needed. We also do wellness consults. So if you speak to your individual wellness advocate who you're seeing this video through, you can book a wellness consult, and we will take you through your specific, what you need for your body or for your skin. And it can all be done nice and easily. So yeah, feel free to join a class or get in contact with any of us at any time. Does anybody else have anything else before we say goodbye?
That's fine. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Lovely. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you soon.